Welcome back to Theme Park Spark. This is your ultimate guide to the Disneyland 70th anniversary celebration. We're going to talk about what's new with the rides. We're going to talk about all of the new and returning shows at Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. That includes parades and nighttime shows. We're going to talk about the food because we love to eat our way through Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And we're going to talk about the new merchandise. Because if I'm going to be honest, it's a little overwhelming how much new merchandise there is. Come along with us to see all there is to see and do for the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, which kicks off right now. Watch until the end to hear my recommendation about how you can do it all in one day. But first, let's talk about what the Disneyland 70th anniversary celebration is. On July 17, 2025, Disneyland is officially celebrating 70 years since opening day of Disneyland. But Disneyland started the party early. Opening day of the Disneyland anniversary celebration was on May 16th, and we were there. We're here for opening day of the Disneyland 70th anniversary celebration. We've been back several times since, so I've learned quite a few tips and tricks about this celebration, and you're going to want to know them all. From what I've heard, it sounds like the 70th anniversary celebration isn't just for 2025. It's going to last an entire year, not just this summer. Some of the shows will pause in August for the Halloween celebration, followed by the holiday celebration, but they are expected to start back up again in 2026. And the 70th decor and merchandise will be there alongside holiday decor and merchandise. Now let's talk about everything you need to know about the 70th anniversary celebration. First, the shows. Okay, new shows. There's the Celebrate. I'm looking at my phone. I made notes because there's a lot going on for the 70th. In Disneyland, there's a brand new cavalcade called the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. The first two characters you see in the cavalcade are Duffy and Shelly May from Duffy and Friends. Duffy is a really big deal in the Asian theme parks, but he's not very well known in the United States parks. I believe this is the very first time he's ever been to Disneyland. That's a really big deal. The story with Duffy is that he's Mickey Mouse's teddy bear. Minnie Mouse actually made Duffy and Shelly May as gifts for Mickey. This high-energy cavalcade also features favorite characters including Max, Goofy, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and others like Peter Pan, Alice, the Mad Hatter, Captain Hook, and more. Plus the new Jonas Brothers song, Celebrate Happy, which you will hear a lot throughout the celebration. This song is totally going to be stuck inside my head. Was that fun? Yeah? Okay, now we have another parade to go to. At night at Disneyland, you can enjoy two returning crowd favorites when it comes to entertainment. The first is the Pave the Night Parade. This is an electrical parade led by Tinkerbell. And includes fun characters like Lightning McQueen and Mac, Mike and Sully, and multiple Disney princesses. With Sorcerer Mickey as the grand finale.
Gosh, would you look at all these colors? Wow, this is amazing! Fantastic!
The parade is very popular. You will want to grab a spot for this parade really early. And I mean really early. We were there on opening night, and an hour before the parade was set to start, all of the parade viewing areas were already full. You're not supposed to reserve a spot until 2 hours before parade time, but I've seen people claiming spots earlier than that. Tonight the parade starts at 8:45. There were people at 6:30 that I already saw that looked like they'd been there a while. If you're going with a group, have someone from your group claim the spot with a blanket and take turns holding that spot while others go on rides or grab dinner to eat picnic style while you wait. I just recommend having everyone back at the spot an hour before the parade starts. That's if you're attending the first parade at 8:45. If you're attending the second parade at 10:45, try to grab a spot as soon as the fireworks are over, which would be around 9:45. Keep in mind that the first parade starts at Small World, heads down Main Street, goes past the train station, and ends near the Opera House. The second parade goes the opposite direction. It's good to keep the direction in mind when you're thinking about your parade spot so you know if the parade is coming towards you or not. Ideally, you want the parade to come towards you. Also, there is a dining package for the first parade where you get dinner at Plaza Inn and then get a reserved viewing spot of the parade. It's $55 per adult or $28 for kids. You get a meal and then you get a reserved spot for the parade later. The reserved viewing spot is just for the first show and is near the very end of the parade. From what I've heard, it does not have the best view of the parade, so I don't really recommend this dining package. It would be better to just camp out early and get your spot. Besides the parade, there is also Wondrous Journeys, which is a projection and fireworks show. Although it's possible that some nights it will just be a projection show because sometimes Disneyland cancels the fireworks due to weather. If you watch the first Paint the Night parade, you can move out into the street to watch the fireworks afterwards. The projections are in the Main Street buildings, the castle, and Small World, so all of those are good viewing locations for the parade and the fireworks. Plus Galaxy's Edge has its own thing going on where you can see the fireworks as well. Or, if you're seeing the 9 p.m. Fantasmic show, you can stay where you are to watch the fireworks from the Rivers of America. Yes, Fantasmic is still happening like always, but I'm not really going into detail about that here since it's not new for the 70th. I do have videos about Fantasmic though, which you can find on my channel.
Come to the end of this chapter.
Oh no, please, can't we go back to page 1 and do it all over again?
It's just another turn of the page. And I, for one, think what comes next will be wondrous.
Also for the 70th, there was a brand new projection show called Tapestry of Happiness. It's projected on the It's a Small World facade. This happens multiple times in the evening, mainly after fireworks. But check the entertainment schedule for the day to see what the show times are on the day you're there. In theory, you could watch Paint the Night, fireworks, and Tapestry of Happiness all in one place if you stake out a parade spot across from Small World. Plus, there is other atmosphere entertainment throughout the day, such as the Disneyland Band and the Dapper Dans. Check the entertainment schedule on the Disneyland app for showtimes.
Celebrate with everything you can dream of. Celebrate with who you are when you love. Celebrate happy, celebrate happy, celebrate.
And for a limited time, there are also a couple kid-friendly dance parties going on. These aren't necessarily for the 70th anniversary, but they are for the summer, or at least for right now. The Stitch Interplanetary Beach Party Blast takes place on the stage and the dance floor next to Galactic Grill in Tomorrowland. This started the same day the movie was released, the new Lilo and Stitch movie. So it may not be there all that long, so enjoy it if you're going to be visiting Disneyland in the near future. Over at the Fantasyland Theater, you can enjoy the Pixar Pals Playtime Party, which features photo ops from Pixar movies and an impressive number of Pixar characters leading a dance party on stage.
This place is really amazing.
This is toy-tastic. It sure is you get to where you want to be.
It's also a great place to rest your feet for a minute because there is a large shaded seating area. And there are snacks nearby. And restrooms. Basically, it's a great place to rest, and dance, and take pictures. My son was especially excited to meet Carl and Russell from Up. He even had his backpack to match.
Now jump for joy, jump. Do that again. And jump for joy. Roll it out. Hands up.
Now jumping over to Disney California Adventure, which is also called DCA. Better Together, a Pixar Pal celebration, is back. This is a daytime parade featuring favorite Pixar characters from films including Up.
Hey, Doug. Hi there.
Yeah, good boy!
The wilderness must be explored! Go, go!
Inside Out. The Incredibles. Soul. Monsters Inc. and more. It's Santa Fe and Fortune.
I know.
It's not as hard to find a viewing spot for this parade as it is for Paint the Night, but I still recommend grabbing a snack and staking out a parade spot about an hour before the parade starts. We got the banana cone Nazi churro from the Cozy Cone. We're finally getting the mango guava iced tea. Walter, let's see what you think.
It's really
Is
good.
it really good? And I'm stirring up my banana offie pie cold brew because the banana offie pie cold brew is my new favorite. Although you're more likely to be able to grab a last minute spot for this parade than you are for Paint the Night. There is a dessert party for the parade where you get a reserved table, chair, and box of desserts with an unobstructed view of the parade. So that's the reserved seating if you do the Pixar parade dessert party right over there. It's $94 per person, and you get a reserved seat, you sit at a table, and you get dessert. But if you're okay standing or sitting on the curb, I don't think that's necessary.
Thank you for joining us for World of Color Happiness.
Then at night, there's a brand new World of Color show called World of Color Happiness. It features a lot of your favorite Inside Out characters led by Joy, and you even get to vote for an emotion to be featured in the show.
Joy, I think I finally get it. Happiness, I mean. It's all of us, all together, isn't it? It sure is.
Plus, there are fun Disney songs from multiple Disney movies. There is a World of Color dessert party that you can reserve if you would like a table, chair, and box of desserts for the show. This is the only way that you can get a seat in a chair for World of Color. Otherwise, you will be required to stand during the show.
Seems like trying to make everyone happy would be a lot of pressure.
I'm the strong one. I'm not nervous. I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is.
There are also dining packages available for World of Color, and these give you a reserved place to stand and watch the show. So Storytellers, Wine Country Trattoria, and Magic Key Terrace all have dining packages that you can do where you eat a meal and then you get to go to a reserved section for the World of Color Happiness show. Now, I actually had a reservation for Magic Key Terrace and I canceled it because instead I'm using the virtual queue. Now the virtual queue is free and I didn't really want to eat at Magic Key Terrace. I wanted to try all the new 70th food around the park, you know? So that's what I did instead. But Magic Key Terrace I'm sure is great and we will try it sometime. We haven't been there yet, so if you haven't already, subscribe because that will be an upcoming video. The virtual queue opens at noon, and using the Disneyland app, you can click on virtual queue, but you do not get to pick which show you go to. It's first come, first served. As soon as the 9 p.m. show fills up, the 10:15 show will fill up next. Also, over at Carthay Circle, there's a new projection show called Celebrate Happy, A Little Touch of Magic. This show is only a couple minutes long, but it's still fun to see. Plus, the Disney Junior Dance Party has been transformed to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live. It's a fun, high-energy dance party for toddler-age kids featuring Mickey and Minnie Mouse. The show is most likely not just for the 70th, but a permanent replacement of the Disney Junior Dance Party. I'm just mentioning it because it is also brand new. And I know Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is a super fun show. I'm sure this is going to be very similar to the show except live action. I'm sure they'll do a great job with it. I don't know if we're going to see it or not because our kids have kind of outgrown the Disney Junior phase. So if you have 2, 3, 4-year-olds, definitely take them to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. When you're in that age range, like it's the place to be. Now let's talk about the rides. Aren't any new rides for the 70th, but there are a few modifications. At Disneyland, Miguel and Dante have been added to It's a Small World, and there's also a new line being added to the famous repetitive song. And then coming this summer, on the actual anniversary of Disneyland, which is July 17th, they are going to introduce a Walt Disney animatronic where they had previously had the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln show. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I think that's going to be pretty cool, but that's not until July 17th. And then over at California Adventure on Midway Mania, they've added the number 70, the super fun game type ride. That's it for the rides. Now let's talk about the decor. First, in the esplanade that is between the entrance to the two parks, you will see a huge music box that makes a great photo op. In addition, the number 70 and the word Celebrate Happy are prominently displayed throughout Disneyland and downtown Disney and even the hotels. The castle has a number 70, the train station has a number 70, it's everywhere. There are multiple signs that say 70 and celebrate happy and feature a few Disney characters. One thing I've noticed is they have these 70th anniversary signs. Like the one, I don't know if you can see behind me, it has Ariel. The one inside Disneyland features Mickey and Minnie. The one in California Adventure features Goofy and Donald. There's one at the other end of downtown Disney that has Stitch. It's just interesting because they're all different. They all say 70 celebrate happy, but they all have different characters. It's kind of cool. And there are decorations throughout downtown Disney as well, like this mural over next to World of Disney. That's really beautiful. I don't have time to look in the hotels right now, but I know that the hotels are also decorated for the 70th. Just from a distance from walking through downtown Disney, I can see a sign that says 70 above the entrance to the Grand Californian from downtown Disney. And I can also see the huge Fantasia hat that is at the entrance of the Disneyland Hotel. It says 70 on that as well. I know there's a huge mural inside the lobby. So if you're here and you have a non-park day, like a down day, just walking around downtown Disney, that could be a good day to do shopping. Go to World of Disney, get your souvenirs there, and look in the hotels. If you're planning a trip to Disneyland for the 70th anniversary and you'd like to save money on park tickets and you'd like to save money on hotels, because honestly, who wouldn't want to? Check out our preferred travel partner, Getaway Today. They offer great deals on vacation packages, tickets, and hotels. They can help you save some money. I put my link and promo code, which is Theme Park Spark. I put that in the description box below. You can use that. Or you can call 1-855-GETAWAY and just tell them Theme Park Spark sent you. You can also get a discount that way too. I just realized that the cups are different. They're not the ones that they always have. These say 70 now. I didn't film this, but when the monorail went by, I saw that they have that wrapped with 70 as well. They're going all in on the decorations. Even the paper cups. Now let's talk about the food. When I said I wanted to go to Disneyland for the opening of the 70th anniversary celebration, this is what I really meant. I wanted this. Okay, so there's this sign in downtown Disney showing all the different food options that are at downtown Disney just to celebrate the 70th. Disneyland has introduced a lot of new food for the 70th. I have a whole video about the food. But some of my favorites include the pineapple upside down sundae at the Tropical Hideaway. Do you see all the caramel in there? The 70th Celebration Churro, which is available at multiple churro stands, is covered in ube sugar, blue raspberry drizzle, and sprinkles. The Space Place cottage fries at Galactic Grill, and the chicken bacon ranch flop over at Cafe Daisy in Toontown. Cheers? Cheers. All right, let's see. You know what this is? All my favorite salad toppings without the salad. To see a full review of these and other 70th anniversary foods and beverages, check the description box for a link to my 70th anniversary celebration food guide. This video will tell you a lot more details about the food and drinks that we liked and wouldn't order again. Okay, that's awesome. When you're looking at the Disneyland app, you can also easily tell which foods are new for the 70th, because when you go to mobile order, the number 70 is clearly indicated next to the food and beverage items. There are also several new sippers and popcorn buckets that are available for the 70th, including a Mickey Mouse popcorn bucket that talks. Okay, so that Mickey popcorn bucket, I've heard some chatter on social media where it sounds like a lot of people are complaining about them. So my recommendation would be to not get one unless you don't care if it talks to you or not, because some people are having trouble getting it to talk. They're not necessarily broken, they just don't talk easily, or you have to yell at it, or they like a certain type of voice tone. So they seem problematic, and $50 for a problematic popcorn bucket is too steep for me. But if you don't want it to talk to you and you just want Mickey Mouse, then you're probably going to be happy regardless. We voted for this over the talking Mickey Mouse. So the cooler bag is just for magic key holders. It comes with popcorn and a drink. I asked the guy if I could have 2 things of popcorn instead of the drink, and he said, I'll give you 2 things of popcorn and you can still get the drink. So we got a free popcorn.
See?
He gave us a free popcorn.
Can I have?
Just because I asked.
Sure.
Here,
Yeah.
I got Diet Coke. Isn't it pretty? And
Yeah.
it has a slot on the back, like a little pocket, so you can put napkins in there.
It's like your own food bag.
Yeah, it's like a lunch bag. It never hurts to ask. I really just wanted 2 things of popcorn instead of the drink, but we just got extra popcorn. That was so, so nice of him. You never know when you're going to get pixie dusted at Disneyland. Once we eat all the popcorn, we have a cooler bag that we can just put things in. It's supposed to come like this, but he gave me an extra popcorn. And then this part is removable too, so if you just like say, had a big snack that you wanted to save for later. Yeah, isn't that nice? Cool. And I love the castle in the front. I thought about getting this before, but also thought I'm not going to get it unless the kids want popcorn. Our final purchase of the day was the Abominable Snowman Yeti Sipper. It's a drink, I know.
No, look. You can move the arm so that the arm can be down and then go. Ah.
Okay, pro tip, if you want the Abominable Snowman Yeti Sipper, get it at Alien Pizza Planet, because then you get a cup that you can choose your beverage over at the machines instead of just getting like a bottle.
Mom, watch this.
Oh, I thought he was going to do something. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. It's a little freaky. Let's do that again.
You're supposed to lift it up like that. And
Yep, you can drink out of them. So you could put some water. You imagine you bring this to school as your water bottle.
I freaking want it now!
Okay, show me what he does though. Hold him and show me. Yeah, that's a little creepy.
How it goes into demon form, bro.
One last time. The Matterhorn may be closed right now, but we feel like we brought the Matterhorn home. Now let's talk about the merch. There is so much new merch, it's a little overwhelming. If you want a hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt, bag, anything, they have multiples of anything. Disney released multiple 70th anniversary collections, including the Castle Collection, the Vault Collection, and the Nostalgia Collection. There is so much merch that I've made 2 videos about it. Check the description box to find links to these videos. Here I'm just highlighting a few of my favorite things. And it's just some peppermints, but it comes in like this cute little tin that looks like the old ticket books. And it says that they are character-shaped peppermints. Plus, I'll just use the tin like to store, you know, other candy or knickknacks. And it has a Walt Disney quote on it, which I think is really cool. In addition, there's the key to Disneyland. This is so popular that it sold out when we were there on opening day. But don't worry, it has restocked. They have lots and lots of keys. You will be able to get a key. This is a souvenir and a scavenger hunt. It's a $60 plastic key, and inside is one of 9 collectible pins. It's kind of like a really expensive blind bag. In order to see which pin you got, you have to take the key to every land at Disneyland and unlock each land. When you do, the key will light up and there will be fun surprises like lights and bubbles. Bubbles, look. You got them all! Yay! Ah, mission complete! Let's go get a pin. Once you've unlocked all the lands, go back to the Disneyland entrance to unlock the final lock. Yay! Then you can find out what pin you got. Don't like your pin? No worries. That's what pin trading is for. This is a very fun activity, especially if you like to collect pins or if you have kids who want to do the scavenger hunt.
I am so happy!
And now for some free souvenirs. If you already have a Magic Band Plus, there are multiple places within Disneyland where you can touch your Magic Band and get a free souvenir card. You'll find one on Main Street, 3 buttons near the Golden Horseshoe, and one near the Jungle Cruise. Plus there's one coming soon to Autopia. All of the cards are different. I suggest collecting them all. In addition, there is a new addition to Fantasyland. You don't get a free card at this location, but it's interactive, and when you touch your Magic Band Plus, the doors open. Okay, do the next one. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Okay.
Okay, I did the middle one.
Snow White isn't working. Another free souvenir I recommend getting is park maps. At Disneyland, they have the regular maps, 70th anniversary version. Plus, they have a kid-friendly adventure map. I asked when I first came in the park, and it sounds like these are only available at City Hall. So I went up to City Hall, and a lady was able to go inside and get me the kid-friendly maps for both Disneyland and the one for California Adventure, because I told her we're going to both parks today. So we're gonna look at it and see how this is different. It's very like cartoonish, kind of. This is the California Adventure one. And it looks like it shows specific attractions that kids are more likely to like, and heights as well. Plus the map, look how fun the map looks. So it shows the entire map, but more of like a fun cartoon version of it. It shows where the baby care center is, if you have a baby. Oh, and there's this like a look and find, what are those called? Where you like look for the characters and you find them on the map. So that's kind of fun. And it also has fun things that kids might want, like popcorn carts, pretzel carts, and ice cream carts.
Ice cream.
I know, right?
I love the Mickey. I love this one. This one's really good.
You love the Mickey ice creams,
Yeah,
right?
those are really, really yummy.
Here's the Disneyland one. I'm assuming that's very similar. Like the other one, it shows kid-friendly attractions and heights. Plus, this one also has like the look and find thing, and it's more of a cartoonish looking map, which is really fun. We're waiting for the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade right now, and so you could find all the characters while we're waiting. It's like a fun activity you can do.
Yeah.
Now for the biggest tip of all. Can you do it all in one day? There's a lot to do. Is it possible to do it all in one night? Stay tuned to find out. We'll find out. Here's what I would recommend, and this is assuming you have a park hopper. Rope drop your favorite park and go on as many rides as possible when the park opens and lines are short. Obviously, this means you need a reservation for that park as your starting park. Also, go ahead and buy your key to Disneyland and enjoy some snacks. The afternoon will mainly be filled with entertainment. At 1:45, you're going to catch the first cavalcade of the day at Disneyland. You'll want to get there a little early, probably arrive at least by 1. Then go over to DCA and grab a parade viewing spot for the first Pixar parade of the day, which is at 2:30. Then you have a little time to do some more shopping, go on some more rides, eat, catch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse live, or work on your key to Disneyland scavenger hunt. Obviously, you won't have time to do all of these things, but pick your top priorities. Then around 6:30, stake out a spot for the first Paint the Night parade. Have someone in your group save the spot while the others go on rides or shop, or even better, get dinner to eat picnic style while you wait. I recommend getting a spot at the end of Main Street. That way, as soon as the parade is over, you can move onto Main Street to watch the fireworks show. After fireworks, you have about 10 to 15 minutes to rush as fast as possible over to DCA before the park closes at 10 p.m. You need to be inside the gates by 10 p.m., so you will need to hurry. That's why you want to watch the fireworks near the end of Main Street. And by the end, I mean towards the fire station, not towards the castle. That way you have a good chance of park hopping before DCA closes. Once you're in DCA, do not slow down. You're going to the 10:15 show of World of Color. If you manage to get in the 10:15 virtual queue for World of Color, that's fantastic. Otherwise, grab a viewing spot further back near the aerial ride or on the bridge that leads to Pixar Pier. After World of Color, head back towards Disneyland, but before you park hop, stop at Carthay Circle to see the projection show. Then when you enter Disneyland, the second Paint the Night parade will be going by. And the second Paint the Night parade is going by right now. We're up at the train station because I don't want to try fighting my way through Disneyland. We're going to take the train over to Toontown and see the projections at Small World. With all of Main Street blocked off for the Paint the Night parade, it's going to be really hard to walk across Disneyland at this time. The train makes it so much more relaxing. And while you wait for the train up at the train station, you'll have a somewhat obstructed view of the parade, but you can still watch it and it's pretty entertaining, especially since this will be your second time seeing it. Get off the train in Toontown and head to It's a Small World. Stay there for the Tapestry of Happiness projection show. The park will be closing soon, but the fun isn't over yet. You don't really have to leave Disneyland until an hour after the park closes. So if the park closes at midnight, like it does most nights, that gives you until 1 a.m. If you haven't already completed your Key to Disneyland scavenger hunt, do it now. There won't be any lines at the locks. You can also shop for souvenirs and get the free Magic Band souvenirs. Just keep in mind that if you're parked in the Disney parking lots, including Mickey and Friends, Pixar Pals, and Toy Story, the trams and buses stop running 1 hour after the park closes. If you miss it, you'll have to walk to the parking lots, and I don't think I'd want to walk to the parking lot at 1 a.m. It's almost impossible to do it all in one day, but we're trying to pack as much into one day as possible. Okay, so can you do it all in one night? Yes. Should you do it all in one night? Probably not. It's a lot. You can, we did. It's a lot. So we did Cavalcade Parade, fireworks, World of Color, projections. It's a lot, and I heard the song Celebrate Happy too many times today for it to be enjoyable by the end of that. Still a good song. Still happy. It's probably better if you have more than one day. Probably better to do it in 2 days. Ideally, you'd have 2 days to do it all. Focus one day on Disneyland and the other day on Disney California Adventure. In that case, I recommend watching Paint the Night, Fireworks, and Tapestry of Happiness over at Small World. Or you might want to consider seeing the first Fantasmic, staying there for fireworks, and then running to Main Street to try to grab a spot for the second Paint the Night show. Then on your next night, you can focus on World of Color over at DCA. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please tell me in the comments which part of the 70th anniversary celebration you're most excited about. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified about upcoming videos about Disneyland and other fun places worth visiting in Southern California and beyond. See you next time!